What's up, Empires and Puzzles fam? Marky Mark here. Today I'm shooting a video on how you can unlock or tap into your ham reserves that are often stuck in something like a training camp 11 here, as you can see on my screen. I've got 1,800 days worth of training camp and recruits just sitting here, and all that ham is really just going to waste because I'm only ever growing my training camp. I'm only ever putting more recruits into it. So you've maybe wondered, is there a way to get some of that ham out and use it maybe to finish a hero or something where you just need that ham for the talents or for whatever it is you're doing? And the answer is yes, there are a couple ways to unlock the ham there. Neither of them are optimal, they're a bit clunky, but if you're in a pinch and you want to get that ham, here's a couple ways you can do it. The first involves, first of all, going into your training camp. And what you want to do is you want to load up your recruits so that your recruits are full. So by doing that, you pull out a bit of ham there. And then what you do is you go to your advanced house, wherever it is on your screen. I'm sure mine's set up different than what yours is. And all you do is you convert your advanced house back down to a normal house. So it goes from 352 down to 294. It takes about 10 seconds to do this. But once you've done it, then what you do is you immediately convert it back into an advanced house. And in doing so, you'll see up in the top right corner there that I now have whatever that is, 58 spots to add recruits to. So I'm going to go back to my training camp and I'm going to then add those recruits back up to 252. And in doing so, my ham pile will grow from 1334 there. And it's going to grow up to from 1334 to 1363. So you're not getting a lot of ham every time you do this, but you are getting a little bit. You come back, repeat the process, go from your advanced house back to a regular house, puts you at 294 recruits again. It's 10 seconds every time both ways, 294, then hit it again. 10 seconds. As soon as that's, or even as that's going, you can go and do the same thing again. Pull your next 30K of ham out. And then go back and keep repeating the process. Now, as you can tell, even in this video, it is a bit of a painstakingly slow process. It's the kind of thing you're probably only going to do if you're absolutely desperate to finish a hero. And maybe you have a couple hours to watch a movie or something, and you just kind of watch the movie, have your Empires and Puzzles open in the background, and you do this for an hour or two, and eventually you're going to get tons of, not tons of ham, but enough ham, hopefully, to do what you have to do. Now, there is another method to get ham out of your training camp. And again, it's not completely pain-free, but it requires you to have Hero Academy. If you click on Hero Academy and you go to Train Rare Troops, this method, basically what you're going to do is you're going to gain ham at the expense of iron. And so this can be advantageous because most players in the game have tons of iron and iron reserves sitting around if you've been playing for a long time. So you can see here for me, I've got over 100 giant iron bundles, 58 250K large iron bundles. I've got tons of iron. I'll never use all this iron, at least how the game's currently configured. So one of the things you can do is you can spend your iron and get ham in exchange by using your recruits. So I've got 352 recruits loaded up right now. I'm going to go to Train Rare Troops here. I'm going to hit Train. I'm going to hit that twice so that I've used 300 troops to start training. And then I'm going to pop back to my training camp. Pull all this out. So we were sitting around 1400K ham when I started pulling these recruits here just a second ago. And it takes a minute. Obviously, both these methods do take time to get the ham out. But if you use this method, every time you do it, you're going to get roughly 150,000 ham out of your training camp. and you're basically just going to put it into Hero Academy here as iron. Again, you're going to run low on iron, but if I need more, I'm just going to go to my giant iron bundle, spend a couple, come back to my training camp, keep pulling the heroes out, the recruits out rather, growing my ham pile. And as I grow the ham pile, I'm going to then use Hero Academy to change those recruits from recruits that are basically tied to the ham to recruits that are tied to the iron. And that is the downside to this method, is once you get going on it and you start pulling, you can, even more quickly than the first method I showed you, get your ham out of your training camps. But the problem is you will inevitably lock up Hero Academy, one of these slots, the Rare Troops slot, with the same problem that you have in the training camp, where one slot, in the past I've had it up to, a few hundred days of training these Rare Troops in the Hero Academy with the iron. And so it's not the end of the world, but what it means is you only have 2 slots to work with in Hero Academy. So if one's just completely tied up to Rare Troops, then the other slot, you've got to decide what you want. Do you want the Trainer Hero? Are you going to do the Legendary Hero down here? Or if you wanted to really get some uncommon heroes, which a lot of people use Hero Academy to do every once in a while, you're kind of just locked is what I'm getting at. So those are the 2 methods to free up ham from your training camp, and then be able to use that to finish off a hero or whatever. Neither of them are fun or easy. They're both clunky. But if you've ever been in that spot where you just want to finish a legendary hero before a war or something, and you're just desperate to get more ham, you don't want to spend money, these are 2 methods that do work. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. If you've enjoyed the video, if you're enjoying this channel's content, I do always appreciate a subscribe or a thumbs up. Hope you have a great day.